Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Yes, green bean casserole, the number one searched side in Illinois, Chicago, Indiana, Wisconsin. It's number one, which was shocking to us because, today's National Stuffing Day, and a lot of people thought it'd be stuffing. I'm anti-stuffing. Just give me more mashed potatoes.
Yeah, how do you like Thanksgiving? You don't like I brought up like 5 things. You're like, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it.
Okay, don't like sweet potatoes.
Yep.
That's on the list.
Don't like stuffing.
Don't like stuffing. Don't like green bean casserole.
Yeah.
Everything else I'm good with.
No, you're not good with a lot of pies either.
Blueberry pie only.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
So no pumpkin pie.
Also, cranberry from the can. I don't want real cranberry stuff. I want
This
that.
is what I mean.
I
This
want
is
that
ass.
but
Your
that-
Thanksgiving's ass.
That's all good. What are you talking about? That cylinder cranberry thing? Casey, you know what I'm talking about?
You want cranberries from the can?
That big cylinder that's a big cranberry, then they cut it. It's a block.
Well, you just have a real cranberry.
Because they're terrible. Ew, I don't want the stems. I don't want the
You
stems.
sound like a 7-year-old.
He's kind of a lab-to-table guy. Yikes.
Lab the table sounds amazing, by the way. Yeah.
So, what do you like?
Oh, I just said, give me the turkey. Give me the mashed potatoes and gravy. Give me the...
That's it.
Do you like things in your mashed potatoes?
No. No. What do you mean things?
Like bacon?
Oh, well, I'll take bacon.
Okay.
I never had anybody serve mashed potatoes with bacon in it.
Are you okay with like when it like garlic mashed
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah. I love garlic.
like when like the red potato skins are
Yeah.
in it?
Yes.
That's okay with you?
Totally.
All right.
What if parsley shows up in your mashed potatoes? Is that going to be a problem?
Well, it's green case. You know it's going to bother him.
Also, it's a
He's
waste.
a lab-to-table guy.
It's a waste.
In times of inflation, why buy parsley? It doesn't add anything.
That's okay. Very wise. I can't argue that.
Save some money.
Save some money. So the person throwing the entire Thanksgiving dinner can save the 79 cents on the parsley bag. That's very generous of you.
Every penny counts. That's almost 3 meals in God Bless the Gravy,
That is
79
almost
cents.
3 meals. You're right.
That'll save a life. Now, shifting from stuffing to another product actually that I do like was The Rock's new face lotion, Papa Tui. Like that segue?
Yeah, it was really something, Brian. Journalism school paid off.
Listen.
He highlights everything he does good in the middle of the show. It's a play-by-play report card. It's unbelievable.
It's very meta. It's a new take on morning
when
radio.
he plays a song, he's gonna be, did you see how I hit the post?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Well, a lot of people in this town don't do it well.
This is true.
So, hey.
Let's just talk about you.
That's
this
right.
is a show about you, Brian.
Well, this one is because Case made fun of me for tagging The Rock, and Kenzie, you backed me up and tagging him
did.
in the post for my new
You're
face
a
lotion.
micro-influencer.
Yep, Papa Tui it's called. Love it. Love it. As the face lotion market for men has abandoned me, well, The Rock.
You specifically.
Me specifically. The Rock's lotion's great, and because I tagged him, Case, The Rock reached out to me.
The Rock reached out to you?
Yeah. He's got like 359 million followers on Instagram, and because I tagged him, he saw the post. And my measly 6,600 followers at Brian J. Haddad right there.
By the way, @_K-Slow if you want to throw some follows around.
No, don't you dare. You're not allowed to jump on the micro-influencer trend after you bashed us yesterday.
That's fine. I don't want to be an influencer. I just want more followers.
No, don't follow him. He doesn't deserve it.
I really want more followers.
No.
Case has an awesome interview with the owner of AEW up at his podcast, Case 4, right now and on his Instagram.
Yes. @_K-Slow. That is CASELOWE.
Turn his microphone off. Make it low.
I'm on Instagram if you'd like to follow me.
You can also find him on Friendster. He's right over there. So The Rock reached out to me. So F you. And not only did that,
F you, Case.
he sent me an audio file.
The Rock sent you a voice memo?
He sent me an audio file, and apparently he knows me from back in the sludge days.
Okay.
At Q101. So I appreciate
Did
The
he
Rock.
call you Sludgy Sludge?
This is the voice memo that The Rock said. He said, "Go ahead and use this on your show. Thanks for loving the lotion." That was the note with the voice
Suck
memo.
it, Case.
Yeah.
Thanks for loving the lotion.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
The Rock sent me a voice memo. Here it is.
Listen up, jabronis. It's time for the sludge man to lay the smackdown if you smell what he's cooking.
How about that?
That's got to be AI, right?
That's not AI. That's The Rock.
The Rock sent this to you? He's busy.
Listen.
He's not that busy. Jumanji 2 already came out. He made it.
I forgot that's the only thing he was doing.
He's working on the
Known
live.
for Jumanji.
He's working on the live action Moana
Yeah.
right now, which is my favorite movie right now, by the way, from Harper.
Sell out.
Okay, listen to it again. This is real. This came from The Rock's official account. So
It came from his mouth.
why would he use AI?
I don't know. He's The Rock. He can do a lot of things.
Okay, here it is again. Listen.
Listen up, jabronis. It's time for the sludge man to lay the smackdown if you smell what he's cooking.
That's it. That's The Rock.
Do you think you cut out the tag at the end that's like, thank you for using our app?
Thank you, The Rock. I want to thank you. Your face lotion, Papa Tui, is the best.
Hell yeah, you're a micro-influencer, Brian!
The word micro every time saying it toward me is really uncomfortable.
Why?
Because I think you're going to say the other word after micro.
Penis?
Yes.
I'm sure your penis is fine.
Oh, well,
I'm sure it's fine.
it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, a fascinating next half hour here of radio for elite musical experiences. About 7 minutes away from 8, we have those tickets for My Chemical Romance at Soldier Field with a song scramble. And then about a half hour away at 8:20, we will have Lincoln Park tickets kicking off Ticket Blitz Thursday for the Madhouse. Very, very awesome stuff coming your way now. But first, food news with Brian and Kenzie on
We need a
Q101.
sounder that says that.
Food, let's try it all together. 1, 2, 3. Food news. And a sound.
I didn't hear Case at all. Is he
I'm
there?
going to bring up his mic a little bit.
Okay, dude. Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird. Nobody's ever said that before.
I didn't hear him.
3, 2, 1. Food news.
I heard him at the end.
Just at the end?
Yeah.
I'm shouting.
I don't
Maybe you're
think-
harmonizing really well.
I don't think you can hear him over your voice.
Hey.
No, this is in your head. You can't hear him. All right,
I
anyway.
thought you were going to try to compliment me, and then you decided not to. Anyways, what is...
Anyway, to the food news. I gotta say,
Okay.
this is my Christmas every year. Not December 25th, but December 3rd, when the McDonald's McRib sandwich comes back to Chicago and America. So the McRib coming back December 3rd, but this is incredibly special. What McDonald's is doing, and I don't believe they've ever done this before. McDonald's is also selling a half-gallon jug of McRib sauce for the holidays. The McRib sauce in a huge, beautiful, Christmas-looking jug. And I love it. Says, I'm jugging it.
That is awesome.
A home run into deep left field.
Fantastic.
Their barbecue sauce is fire at McDonald's, and let alone putting that on the McRib, and the McRib coming back the same day. Very limited edition, half-gallon jugs. My prediction with the way the holidays are going so far and not being able to find a Christmas tree, they'll be sold out in like 30 seconds. And I guarantee they have millions of them, but they'll be gone.
I've never had the McRib, and I love McDonald's.
What?
Like, I've had, like, everything, but I've never had the McRib.
Oh, this is going to be a special December.
Why? Am I gonna have one?
Yeah, I'm going to buy them for everybody. I'm going to do it.
I think Brian will do this one. Kenzie, I think every American man, woman, child deserves to have a McRib at some point in their life. It's really something that I think brings the country together. It's something that makes me proud to be an American. I love the McRib.
McMerican?
A McMerican. I love all that it stands for. I'm so into McRib season. Thank you.
Stand up for the McRib. The McRib. All right.
That was the actual version of the song, and they changed it to America.
I know, a bunch of sellouts. To me, it's a McRib song.
Of course it is.
So remember, we're about 4 minutes away from those My Chemical Romance tickets for Soldier Field. The song scramble coming. More food news. Pizza Hut is entering the wine game. They've made tomato wine.
Okay.
So wine with tomato sauce, I imagine. Which is
I don't
usually,
want tomato wine.
Well, how do you know?
I don't want it. I don't want savory wine.
I guess it would have a little bit, but I like a little bit of a bite to my alcohol. A little bit, a little
A
kick
tomato
to it.
bite?
Tomato bite.
What is it going to taste like? Maybe kind of, what's that thing called? Bloody Mary?
Could be.
Bloody Mary energy?
You like Bloody Marys?
No,
Oh.
which is why I know I'm not into this, but a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And you know how Bloody Marys used to have a lot of accoutrement on top? I suppose they could put like a slice of pizza, calzone.
Just shove it in there.
Yeah, right on the top.
So here's their description of the wine right here. It's made from ripe, juicy tomatoes infused with natural basil to create a wine that the chain says, quote, offers an aromatic blend of fresh herbs and spices with rich, sun-ripened tomato notes and a subtle hint of toasted oak, reminiscent of a perfectly baked pizza crust. So the wine might taste like a pizza crust.
Might taste like a pizza.
Yeah.
So you just get wasted on pizza?
Yeah.
That sounds
awesome.
awesome.
Sounds pretty good. Thank you, Pizza Hut. And finally, in food news, this might be something concerning about Jersey Mike's. And Jersey Mike's was acquired by a company called Blackstone in an $8 billion deal. So the guy
Wow,
decided.
that seems high for sandwiches, doesn't it?
Well, it's not the
Holy
number.
crap.
It's not the number of sandwiches. It's for the company.
Wow.
It's expected to close in 2025, and that is insane. I mean, this guy started it with one shop. Mike
One
started
sandwich at a time.
it. Mike had one sandwich over there in Jersey, and he started that. It was one guy starting this in Point Pleasant, New Jersey in 1956, and it was Jersey Mike's. And now, still alive, the guy has $8 billion. Well, he's got partners and stuff like that, and certainly franchises and all that. But, man, Jersey Mike's now. I am a Jimmy John's guy, but I like Jersey Mike's. In fact, I'm a little worried about my points not transferring with the sale. They still owe me some points from the last purchase of a sandwich at Jersey Mike's.
You had a whole issue. He caused quite a snafu in the line when he was trying to get the correct amount of points for the sandwiches. And I'm like, you got to let it go, man. You only earned like 3 points.
I know, but I didn't get them.
I know. He wanted her to redo. She's like, I can't return your sandwich. So he's like, you just re-ring it.
I was sitting there eating, going, like, Mom, can I get my points? No, you missed my points.
You already put the sandwich in your mouth, sir.
But I know Case is a true aficionado of Jersey Mike's. And are you worried with the sale transfer that something might happen with what you love?
I'm
dearly?
terrified. And I got to be honest, I thought this was going to be pouring one out for Jersey Mike's because I think Jersey Mike's, as we know it, is dead. This is what happens when private equity gets involved. This is the same thing that happened to Chipotle. The quality of Chipotle went down once they were sold to a company just like this.
I don't notice the quality down in Chipotle.
Well, the
no,
portion
it's changed.
sizes are down.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
It's all changed.
No,
You know,
that's fake news on TikTok and everything. They're the same.
It's not fake news.
It is fake news.
Not fake news.
okay, all right, good debate, guys.
I mean, I've eaten a burrito there recently, and it was the same size it was like 7-8 years ago.
It depends on the server, I suppose.
Well,
it depends on the scooper.
I'm very chatty.
Yeah.
They like me over there at my Chipotle.
This is all very bad news. Chipotle is owned by a company called Vanguard. This company that bought Jersey Mike's Blackstone, they own most things in the world. This is a company that just buys up organizations and lowers the quality. What they'll do is they'll raise the price, they'll lower the quality. We'll probably start getting pre-cut meat from Jersey Mike's. They'll get rid of the giant meat cutter that's in the stores.
But Danny DeVito shows that in the ad all the time. They can't lie now there.
Brian, I love it. They're probably going to cut Danny DeVito.
Oh, no.
They're going to say, hey, man, why are we paying this guy all this money? People are just going to funnel any sandwich into their old mouth, and Jersey Mike's, as we know it, is going to go away.
Hey, I'm not putting just anything in my mouth, damn it.
Save that, please.
Yes, sir.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Text the word zero, Z-E-R-O, to 312-591-8300. You have about 6 minutes left for that keyword. Another one coming up at 9. Text in now for a chance to go see Linkin Park at the Madhouse. August 11th. August is shaping up just fine for shows. And that's when we, of course, have Lollapalooza. Nothing announced yet on that. But yesterday, Coachella was announced out in California. To me, this used to be a really, a big thing when Coachella was announced. And now because of everything we have here in Chicago with Lollapalooza and Riot Fest and the other million festivals that have popped up, it just doesn't seem as special to me anymore. And I don't know too many people personally that have gone to Coachella.
Really?
Do you know a lot of people that have gone to it?
I suppose not anymore, like you said. I don't know people who are... We have so much locally that it's like, let me get on a plane and get there and all that. And it's like, it's a lot of hoops.
I have been there. It's beautiful out there. I've been there for the Big Four, which was the week after Coachella once. It was the Big Four metal bands, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax. And that was fantastic. It was so amazing. And it is beautiful out there. But the lineup's been announced. Headliners each day, Lady Gaga, Green Day, Post Malone. And, of course, a myriad of others. Case, I don't know what you think of this lineup musically. I know you always examine these things probably a little bit more than I do.
Well, it makes me very thankful that we have Lollapalooza and Riot Fest here. I think this is a pretty weak Coachella lineup. It obviously doesn't necessarily appeal to my sensibilities as somebody that really likes alternative rock, although I will give a shout out to Speed, the Australian punk band who is making their way to Coachella. There's an interview with me and Speed on Q101's YouTube channel, some of the nicest guys in the music industry.
Shameless plug.
Nice plug.
Yeah, I do what I can. I'm also on Instagram at
Stop
_K
it.
Slow.
Turn his microphone off.
That is CASELOWE.
All right, you are suspended after today.
But, look, anytime Green Day's on a show, it's a good show.
Right.
Kraftwerk being there is very interesting. I love the new Sam Fender song. Sam Fender is playing the same day as Green Day. If you like The Killers, let me tell you, you would love the new Sam Fender song. It is clear where the influence is there. But man, I saw this and I went, oh, okay, good. I don't have to pretend to look at Southwest flights for a weekend and try to talk myself into going.
Yeah.
I will happily be at Grant Park and then again at Riot Fest later this year.
Yeah, I'm fine with those two. I'm fine with those here in Chicago. I can take a train or I can, whatever. I don't think I'm flying to Coachella. Now, I get people that are all into it and go, and we'll probably have some contesting with it. And yeah, go. We give away some kind of free trip for it. You should go. Also, in music entertainment news, the Rust movie premiere honors the late cinematographer amid controversy. Now, this happened, I think, 2 years ago now, where Alec Baldwin accidentally, and I'm using quote fingers, shot and killed the cinematographer on set. And this has gone back and forth. It's gone through a court case, and all the things that have happened. There's people that have gone to jail for having real live ammunition on the set of Rust. And I would have just thought, this is just me, just spitballing here, that when someone gets killed on a movie set, you probably shouldn't finish the movie. Am I wrong in that thinking? Now, I don't know what's happened before, because the Twilight Zone movie, a guy got killed by a helicopter crash that was terrible, a great actor. And it's happened before where people have gotten killed on movie sets.
Well, I mean, wasn't it Christopher Reeves on the horse? Did he die, or was he just paralyzed?
He was paralyzed, and then he died, sadly.
Yeah.
But that wasn't for a movie. He loved horse racing. Horse jumping. It wasn't.
I thought it was because he was looking down while he was riding a horse while he was filming, I forget which movie.
He wasn't doing a movie. He was a competitive racer with horses.
Oh, I always thought he was filming a movie.
And then, of course, there's The Crow, one of the biggest ones of all time, with Brandon Lee, and one of the best soundtracks of a movie of all time, The Crow. So, but this one just felt different.
I know it felt different. I do feel like you can finish the movie. I just feel like there's appropriate steps, like maybe like a certain percentage goes to helping the family with the funeral. I think you could put a dedication in the beginning or the end of the movie to that person. I think there's respectful things you can do. I don't know if throwing a party when it comes out and not recognize the person's part of that.
I think they've done those things, to be honest, but there is a lawsuit from the family still going on.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a tragic situation of what happened. So I don't know. It just feels off, this whole thing.
I think that if you're going to do it, you need to get you need to make sure that you've completely done everything you can for the family and you have their blessing. Does that make sense?
Yes, and I believe Alec Baldwin has not apologized to the family. Now, I know some people in some circles say never apologize in situations where you will show guilt, and there was a court case involved, and he was found not guilty, if I remember correctly, of the manslaughter charge. But he probably should say, my bad.
Well, the discussion
he should say something.
The discussion was he the one who shot her? The discussion is, are you guilty if it's an accident? That's the discussion. So he should apologize, because it's still, he was holding the gun.
Right.
He should be apologizing even if he didn't mean to.
Yeah, he didn't.
That's
Obviously,
the thing.
he didn't. And he also was the producer of the movie, I believe, and all that. So, I don't know. It just, something feels off with this one. I know movies have gone on when someone died, but this one just feels off.
Do you think they reshot the scene where the incident happened? That's a real question.
Well, I got to tell you, I need to see this movie.
Why? I have no interest in it.
I need to see it because that's why I think they kept going through with it, because a lot of people are going to want to see what happened and what they're going to do with that scene you just talked about, where she sadly got murdered.
This is like your Jane's Addiction theory, where you thought that Jane's Addiction should have kept touring after they brawled on stage because people would want to see a train wreck. I don't think most people want to spend money on a train wreck.
Kenzie, you want to see it?
Yep.
See?
I get it. Listen, you've been hearing about this movie nonstop and all the drama, and I get what you're saying, Case, but people do want to see a train wreck. It's why reality TV exists.
I guess. I don't know what the movie's about.
Me either.
Is it about something rusty?
Maybe they're just cleaning the whole rust off stuff. I don't even know. It could be a Sham Wow commercial.
Think about how much real estate the movie Rust has taken up over the last 3 years, and I could not for the life of me tell you what it was about.
I got nothing.
You want the premise on Wikipedia?
I do.
Okay, here it is. The Rust movie, the premise is 1880s Kansas. It starts right there. Do you like it or no?
Not a fan.
Okay.
I don't know what that looks like. That doesn't help me. Does everyone have an immediate thought of 1880s Kansas?
Yes, dusty.
I think of Dorothy. Is that what? Is it? Does it have to do with Wizard of Oz?
The funny thing is, I think of barbecue.
Not in the 1800s, I wouldn't think.
They had barbecue in the 1800s.
Oh, I doubt it.
Oh, come on.
They weren't barbecuing.
They absolutely were. That's all they had. They didn't have microwaves.
You know how hard they had to work? They didn't have time to barbecue slow roast?
Yeah.
You think that they went to the Jewel and bought Stouffer's mac and cheese?
How is that what I said?
What I'm
Just 'cause I
saying
said
is
they didn't barbecue.
you had to make food of an animal you
Yeah.
just shot.
Yeah, but I don't think they were like, let me throw it on my smoker.
Shots.
They were slammed. Nobody has time for that.
They had all the time in the world. They had no iPhones.
They had to build their house. They had no time.
They had to make food for all these people. They probably took days to make barbecue back then. I bet it was really good.
What is this movie about?
Okay, 1880s Kansas. Aging outlaw Harland Rust. See, I didn't know that was the guy.
I had no idea.
That's Alec Baldwin's name in the movie. He's an aging outlaw, comes out of hiding to rescue his 13-year-old nephew, Lucas Hollister, after he is sentenced to hang for an accidental killing. Now, fugitives.
Whoa, wow, that is ironic.
How about it? How about
What
it?
are the odds that that's the plot of the movie?
And it finishes with, now they're fugitives, and the pair have to outrun the vicious bounty hunter, Fenton Preacher Lang.
And he,
I like the premise. I like this movie.
well, it's also what's happening in the real life. So, in the movie, he's like, I stand by him. He's absolutely innocent. Accidents happen.
Well, listen, I want to see the movie, but I also feel so much sadness with what happened in the whole situation. Finally, more sadness. We're going to pour one out.
Finally, more sadness.
We're saying goodbye to one of the most beloved TV characters of all time. And the actress that played this character was Pamela Hayden. Ring a bell? Pamela Hayden?
Is she okay?
She's fine.
Oh.
She's retiring after voicing Bart's friend Milhouse Van Houten on The Simpsons for the past 35 years.
Jeez.
Amazing. She's been credited with 700 Simpsons episodes of the 774 that have happened. So Milhouse has been in 700 of them. She also voiced Jimbo Jones, Rod Flanders, the occasional brother of Todd Flanders, and then Malibu Stacy. But mainly Milhouse is who we know her from. And the joy this show has brought me over 35 years of watching The Simpsons, and Milhouse especially, too. It's sad. I'm sure they'll find an AI version to keep it going. I don't think Milhouse is going way off the cast.
Well, I think they have to replace her with a human. By union rules, I don't think they can replace her with AI just yet.
Okay, just yet. Let's relive some of Milhouse's best moments.
Hey, Bart, summer's almost here. Which kind of sprinkler do you like? The one that goes like this? Or the one that goes like this? Oh, and there's this one.
Oh, my God.
The last day of school, Milhouse. Try to show some dignity.
Okay, I got to play both clips you put in your case.
Okay.
The one with the flood pants.
So let me set the scene on this one.
Oh, I remember.
Springfield is underwater and Milhouse is in his house. I think that's all you need to know about this scene.
All right, I'm caught up.
You ready? Ready, Kenzie?
Oh, I hate these flood pants. Hey, they're working. My feet are soaked, but my cups are bone dry. Everything's coming up, Milhouse.
Oh, my God. Oh, pour one out for Milhouse today.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and every morning at 6:30, we do a fact that makes your brain go boom. And maybe you're here for it, maybe you're not, so you can always find it on the podcast, which will be posted shortly after the show's over, Brian and Kenzie podcast. But to reiterate this one, because the conversation's gone all throughout the morning of the most Googled side in Illinois, and actually turns out Indiana, Wisconsin, and even Iowa, is green bean casserole.
Ugh.
And this would be people Googling it because they're trying to find a recipe or a new spin on it. And we were all three, I think, disgusted that it's still a popular side. In fact, maybe high ranking over mashed potatoes?
Relax.
What?
Relax.
I mean, to me, it's National Stuffing Day. A lot of people love stuffing. I know I'm an outlier. I don't like stuffing. It's a waste. I'd rather have more mashed potatoes.
I like it all together. That's my problem. Is I need mashed potatoes, turkey, gravy, stuffing, corn in one bite.
What about cranberry?
Not in that bite.
Really? What?
That's a different bite.
Different bite.
That's a different thing.
Because the cranberry adds that saucy flavor to all that stuff. Because turkey sometimes can be, I'm not saying bland, but mashed potatoes and turkey and all that stuff, you add cranberry to it. Oh, it's the spiciness.
It's spicy?
It's not spicy, but it's adding the cranberry.
What's going on with your cranberry?
Well, how do I describe cranberry? It's cranberry.
Well, it's bitter. It's like bitter. Well, actually, you have the canned one, so it's very sweet, probably.
Yeah, I hate real cranberries. Give me that canned roll that you slice up with
As
a
we
butter
discussed
knife.
earlier, your lab to table.
Oh.
That's how Brian rolls.
I love that. But yeah, listen, green bean casserole, just because you feel like you have to. Traditions are great. And somebody always has to bring something, and you give it to somebody's job to bring the green bean casserole. Just tell them to bring mac and cheese or maybe a cake, maybe a Portillo's cake. Give them another duty.
Maybe a cake. That's your substitute.
Yeah.
For green beans, no less.
Yeah.
Your Thanksgiving meal is unhinged. I don't know, why that's the substitute.
Let me set it up for you.
Yeah, walk me through it.
Turkey, gravy,
Okay.
mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, some sort of salad probably.
Probably. Maybe not, though.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
If we have to drop something, we'll circle back.
I need the big tub of butter on the table. Don't tell me. I don't have to ask for butter later. I'm putting tons. I'm putting butter island inside those mashed potatoes. Okay. And then you just throw a Portillo's cake on the table, not as dessert, but it's part of the meal. Who is the hero there? Whoever brought that cake.
You were going to say me.
I was going to say me. I was going to say me.
You didn't even do any of it. You're like, I'm amazing. Look at what I just said.
Yep, you're a hero. That's what you are.
Yeah. Well, I would say no, but that's not even. I love Portillo's cake. Pero it's not like Thanksgiving dessert. It's not what I want.
Then you need to try it this year and see what happens. Because, a blueberry pie for me is always Thanksgiving dessert, but put a Portillo's cake on there too for later.
Blueberry pie?
So blueberry pie is Thanksgiving dessert to me.
Oh boy, this is like Kenzie's conversation about how brown the color is Thanksgiving. You're
Brown
going to go.
means Thanksgiving, and you know it, you son of a bitch.
Blueberry pie means Thanksgiving now, I guess.
Yes, for me.
For what world is blueberry pie the universal symbol for Thanksgiving?
Because I hate every other pie.
Okay.
Except for a chocolate pie. If you have a chocolate pie, like an
Yeah, it's like
Oreo
talking to a
pie.
7-year-old. Why do you
fruits
hate
or vegetables? Cake
No.
with the meal.
I'll have vegetables the week after.
No, you
I
won't.
probably won't.
No, you won't.
I'm just saying, we'll do it then. Well, there you go. On National Stuffing Day, green bean casserole is still the most Googled side in Illinois for Thanksgiving.
By the way, our phone lines are blowing up. I
No.
think it's all people wanting to talk about green bean casserole.
We will not. We will not allow it.
I gotta answer these phone calls.
I just think the Google search is because people are like, how do I make it good? Because
Yeah.
it's so bad. And people are like, what's going on with this thing?
Are there any answers, by the way, if you Google that?
So a lot of people are actually saying that the problem with green bean casserole is a lot of people don't make it truly homemade. They use like the canned green beans. You know, those, they're not even like the color green, like the color of mold. I hate canned green beans. It
Wait,
drives
so
me
I got
nuts.
to grow my own green beans?
No, why do you take everything to like 150? You can buy fresh green beans, so
Okay.
the ones that actually look like vibrant, and then make a cream sauce instead of the can of cream, and then fry onions. They're like, if you make a true homemade one, people are saying that is good.
So-
and I'd be willing to try it. I will try anything once.
I was going to say, people are saying this. What do you mean, you people? What do you think?
You people who text me.
No, but what do you think about it? Would you think that still needs to take some table
I could see
space?
that tasting better, but I still don't think it's going to be like my go-to.
There's only so much room on the table.
There's only on the plate, really.
The plate, too.
Because
But-
it's embarrassing. Because once you build your plate, you got to make sure everyone goes through once. You can't just go back up right away.
No.
And then my thing is, and no one's talking about it, I love deviled eggs so much. We always have deviled eggs.
Take deviled eggs. We didn't do that.
Love
but
'em.
I will take that over green bean casserole or stuffing.
And my grandma, she can be a real greedy bitch. She goes first. I swear to God, she usually grabs like 4. And I'm like, this is a small tray because you only can make so many deviled eggs. You're not going to buy like 14 dozen eggs.
Yeah.
And so I try to get ahead of her, man.
Okay. Well, listen, Baby Daddy Dave is checking in. 9 kids he's got. So I imagine someone eats the green bean casserole there, Baby Daddy Dave, at your house, right?
No. We threw that out the window months ago.
No. Next caller. Thank you for that.
What's your thoughts on green bean casserole then? Somebody still brings it, right, I bet?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No. We do instead a seafood dressing, not stuffing, dressing, because you stuff the bird and it doesn't cook. So we do a seafood dressing.
Seafood?
Much better.
What's in it?
Mm-hmm.
A little shrimp?
You got some You got shrimp, you got some crawfish, and you got some crab.
Okay.
That sounds
I got a
delicious.
good recipe. I'll send it to you.
All right, you text me. You have my number, baby daddy. You text me all that.
You hit us up, bro. Hit us up. Love that. Baby Daddy Dave, thanks for checking in. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. A lot of thoughts on green bean casserole.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.